welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into something that is a little bit more closer to home and something that I've been dealing with for the past decade and frankly every single day of my life still for that matter, and that is having acne. Now having acne and kind of the mental turmoil that you go through just experiencing that and living with that every day is something that is unexplainable to anybody who doesn't have it. And I don't mean to say that other people don't have problems, but this is just something that I feel like if you do not have it, it's really hard to understand kind of the perspective and headspace that you are every day when you wake up and you look in the mirror and frankly you don't like what you see. And that is something that's really hard to digest every single day. Now think about this. Since I was 12, every single morning I look up and I wake up and look up in the mirror and I judge my appearance. I see how many new pimples I have and see how many new acne spots that have accumulated over the night. If I think about it, that is a lot of mental stress, a lot of time I've spent worried about something that's just on my face and something that I can't even control for that matter. Because if I could control it and if I knew what to do, I wouldn't have it anymore. Which is kind of something crazy to think about, that we put this much pressure on ourselves to look a certain way and feel a certain way just because we feel like we don't fit in if we have acne spots or feel insecure about our skin. But what should really matter, and for anybody who's watching this who's struggling with acne, it does not define you. It does not define your personality, who you are as a person. It does not define the thoughts that you have in your head. The number one thing that I've learned about and how I've dealt with this is, I can have a million pimples on my face and I just take a deep breath and I say, I am so much more than this. And I know that seems trivial and you think, obviously I'm more than this, but you really are. In those moments where you just hate what you see and you feel like your face is exploding. And I've been there where I feel like I'm talking to somebody and they're not looking at me, a person, they're not looking at my eyes, they're looking at what's on my face. And I can tell from firsthand experience that is one of the most dehumanizing things I think you can face in this modern world, is when you're talking to somebody and you're like, hey, I'm a real person. I am not whatever you're thinking's on my skin right now. Like, can you please just look at me? And you feel like shouting that at the top of your lungs at a person. But in their defense either, they're just looking at you and judging from you from what they're seeing. And I feel like in our society we have to make acne more acceptable, and it's something that almost everybody goes through. Lots of people have adult acne well into their 20s and 30s, and something that I really dislike is when people say, oh, just use this cream, or hey, just go on Accutane and you'll be fine. Like, that's what I did. And that is so great when you found something that works for you. But at the same time, many people, including myself, have done all those things. I have a laundry list of things that I've tried for acne, prescriptions I've tried, medicines I've tried, creams I've tried, and really nothing has worked except just maybe trying to holistically get it under control and trying not to put topical things that affect my face. But at the same time, sometimes I wake up and my face is terrible. And we just have to learn that that is not how you should define yourself, myself included. I need to remind myself that every morning when I look in the mirror, I should not define myself from what I see, but more from what I feel and how empowered I feel every day to accomplish my goals and do whatever I want to do. Because what I've realized in this short 10 years that I've had acne is I am not going to let it stop me from living my life. And that is something I want to tell each and every one of you. Do not let it stop you from living your life. Do not let it stop you from seeing your friends or going out and doing what you want to do because you feel like people are judging you. And you know what? If people are judging you, you have to say that's their problem. This is my face and this is how I feel about it. I'm not going to let something like this define me. And just having that attitude, that kind of warrior mentality, like I'm going to not let this control my life and I'm going to beat it through my attitude, and maybe work on kind of the physical appearance along the way if you want to, maybe try to figure out what's best for you. but really just building that self-confidence from within. And I think that's one of the greatest things that I'm thankful for having acne for, is I've learned how to see my inner worth and not just judge myself like a book cover, because I think that's really easy in today's society where we just see so many picture perfect faces, Photoshop this, Photoshop that, and it's really hard to look back on ourselves and then see all these faults and critiques of ourselves. So we just really have to look and see what we value and how we act towards each other and ourselves, and take our worth from that instead of constantly just judging ourselves based off of external forces that we can't control. So let me know if you guys want to hear more of my acne journey and my skincare routine that I do now. It's definitely changed a lot throughout the years, and also with makeup. It's so hard to find makeup when you have acne. That's another story, and there's so many harsh chemicals in all the makeup products that I think are really hurting all of our skins. Even if you do not have super sensitive skin, I definitely think there's something to be said that we put so much on our face that just weighs it down, and we have to live more naturally and just closer attuned to what our skin should be having. Thanks guys for letting me talk about that, and I hope if this video has just helped one person realize that you are more than what's on your face. And coming from experience and coming from somebody that's been there and probably will be there again, you know, it's just a cycle, and you have to just embrace it and live every day to your fullest, no matter what it comes, no matter how you feel about your face, and just realize that is that just one simple thing on your journey of livelihood. So thank you guys, and have a peaceful and great rest of your day.